Hello, and welcome back to Lost Story Time. Today, I'm going to do something. The whole premise of this show was stories that I've conceived that I'm never going to write. So I know that that hasn't been the premise in a little bit. It's just been me. So I've been effing around, as the kids like to say. But today, it is me. I'm doing the webcam instead of an actual camera. I bought an actual camera for the other shows, but for this, I just thought the webcam would do okay. So if you're just listening, um, that doesn't matter to you at all. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell some jokes that I've written for a stand up comedy special that I have no interest in doing, but I like the jokes, so I wrote them down. And I've written these down over the course of a long time, so I don't remember all these. So they might come out a little weird. I know one I was writing as I was falling asleep, and when I went to reread it the next morning, it made no sense. So when we get there, I'll do my best to try to figure out what the punchline was gonna be. Um, but until then, these are some jokes that I've written, and they're a little dirty, so buyer be warned. So this first one is the first joke I ever wrote. It's just called Star Wars joke on my phone. So it goes like this. So have you guys? I, I'm probably gonna go into like a stand-up comedian kind of voice. I'm not a stand-up comedian uh, at all, so just bear with me. Have you guys seen those glow-in-the-dark condoms? I think they're weird, but like who's that for? Who's using their dick as a uh, glow stick at night, looking for pussy, and just when you're having sex, do you see it inside, right there in the uterus, just glowing like an ET finger? I really thought it would be fun for two gay guys using glow in the dark condoms of different colors and recreating Star Wars. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Luke, who's your daddy? So that is the Star Wars joke. Uh, Next joke. So you know what's fucked up about men? I watched this show called Deadly Women, and I'm like, damn, she's pretty hot. Then the announcer will say something like, Nicole stabbed her husband 32 times in the heart. I'm like, so she's single. I like that one. So next joke. This is probably gonna be short. I thought I had more jokes. So this one came from an actual place. So I have terrible teeth, and I hate going to the dentist. Side story: I recently found a dentist I like, so I have been going. I've had 3 root canals, 3, and I have had one deep cleaning. Which, if you've never had that, it the best way to describe it is somebody standing on your chest cleaning your teeth. Um, it's a very aggravated, painful cleaning. It has to do it in 2 sessions because it hurts. They numb you for the cleaning. That's how intense it is. So I have 2 of those. I'm down to 4 cavities. 4 cavities left, and then my teeth will be back to normal. So my dental insurance gives us 2 free checkup cleanings a year, but because my teeth are so fucked up, I have to pay for the routine cleanings until I can get my teeth back to normal. So it's true. I have terrible teeth, and I hate going to the dentist. Um, so nowhere else do I feel like they lie to get your money more than the dentist and the mechanic. if I found one, oh, this is about the dentist, but I found one that I actually like, and it's run by sassy black women. I'm astounded at how they're like, you need to brush in a circle more instead of back and forth, which is true. So I was brushing back and forth, and they were like, hey, you got to do it in a circle. And I was like, how fuck do you know that? That's some FBI forensic shit on my teeth. But I also don't want to let them down because I don't want them disappointed in me. They don't get mad; they get disappointed. And a black dental hygienist level 2's disappointment hurts your soul. I don't. And a black dental hygienist level 2's disappointment hurts your soul. And I think that's funny. I don't know. So next joke. Anyone else fat? I have this problem where at the end of the day my shirt is just dirty with shit I didn't eat that day. I'm like, taco seasoning? I didn't even have tacos. The inspiration of that joke is when you're big like me, you have to lean forward over your plate. You have to lean forward, more forward than your belly is extended past your mouth, and that's so if anything drips, it'll just go straight down. Because I'm not tucking a bib into my shirt. I'm fat. I'm not a baby. So I brushed my. Oh, sorry. Next joke. I brushed my teeth while looking at memes in bed, and the other day I dripped toothpaste on my comforter, and I tried to play it off as calm. I think that's just funny. Uh, that's how lazy I am. I brush my teeth while laying in bed looking at memes, and so I guess some dropped off, and I was more embarrassed that I was brushing my teeth laying down, so I tried to play it off as I had just come on the bed. So, oh, these are two true stories and a joke. The first is a true fact. So I have alopecia. I'm gonna look down. You can't hear. If you're not watching on audio, I'm showing the alopecia on my head. So basically, usually I have a lot more spots on this. If you can see the back of my head, there's a lot of spots. I just shaved the sides. Trying to grow out the top a little bit. Basically, my hair falls out in circles, and that's what it is. So I have eyebrows now, but they're as blonde as this hair right here. For those listening, I'm pointing to a very light hair. But both my eyebrows fell out and just recently have grown back, but they're translucent on camera. So yeah. So when it first started falling out, I was trying to let it grow back in, kind of like I'm doing now, but it's spotty, right? You can tell. And so I was at a Dollar General, and I was buying soda for mixed drinks or something, and this kid was just running fucking wild, just hooting and hollering, running all over the place, and he sees me and just flat stops. I mean, just stops and stares at me like big white monster, and he just looks at me for a minute. I just look at him. He's in the way of the aisle. And he goes, I like your haircut. And I was like, thanks, man. So the second one was I was at a baseball game. So I started wearing hats just to avoid conversations like that and weird looks and stuff. So at a baseball game, went to this baseball game. I chose a specific day game because it was cheaper and I didn't want to deal with any kids. So we were sitting the like third row on the first base line. And funny story, that was field trip day. So the whole reason I was going was to avoid kids, but it was field trip day. But they didn't sit anywhere near us. They put those kids up in the high fuckers because fuck kids, right? And so sitting down, and there is this couple. It's like a noon game too, and it's this couple sits down in front of us, and the lady is drunk. I mean, she is drunk at I don't know 11:30. Props, really. And so we just start chit chatting just a little bit, friendly stuff, and it's hot. So I take my hat off to like wipe my head, and she goes, "Jesus Christ, what happened to your face?" And her man was a little embarrassed. I was not. I said, leukemia. Which brings me to my next joke. Whenever I couldn't wear a hat and I had my head shaved, and I was out somewhere, like a water park, for instance, no hat, out, we'd be waiting in line for a ride, and I'd be like, I can't believe I wasted my Make-A-Wish on this. So I always thought that was funny. So next joke. I hate when someone asks, "Well, what?" Oh, this is an IT. Oh, you know what? I missed. Sorry. Let me go back a little bit. Next joke for real. If you're wondering if your IT guy hates you, he does. Uh, I, I have two phrases for my IT folks out there. I don't know. Computers are just weird sometimes, and it's magic. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. It's magic. I hate it when someone asks, "Well, what was it?" Because either I'm too stupid to know, or you're too stupid to explain it to. One of those two things. There's a lot of stuff that IT people don't know. They guess around. They click on stuff. Sometimes it works. I don't know. A lot of IT is guesswork, and that's why we tell you to reboot. When a lot of IT is guesswork, and that's why we tell you to reboot. We're like, I hope this works. And if it doesn't, we're like, fuck! But if it does, we're like, magic. Next joke. I like that joke, but I think I liked it more when I wrote it. Next joke. Have you ever seen a car with a lot of damage and then they do something stupid and you're like, I get it. Next joke. My wife started taking a medicine that lowers her sex drive and she was worried about it upsetting me. I told her, you can't go below 0 with sex drive. There's no negative number sex drive. It's not pulling favors for people or passing out at IOUs or giving handies at the truck stop to break even. That got real meta. Anyway, I say all that to say, I tell my wife it's fine, and it is because I know about the truck stop. I think that one is a good joke, poorly delivered. Next joke. I have a big belly, but other than that, I'm pretty muscular, especially my legs. They're very strong. I think that's why I get called a power bottom. At least that's what all the guys at the gym keep calling me. I like that one. Next joke. Have you seen croc nuts? They're a ball sack for your croc, and these are real things. They hang on the back of your Crocs. They're like truck nuts, but for Crocs. I'm gonna start this joke over now that I explain that. Have you ever seen croc nuts? They're a ball sack for your croc. Truck nuts without the prestige of big rigging. A dream come true. I bought croc nuts and put them on. Then immediately got yelled at for assuming the gender of my footwear. I think that's a funny joke. I like the ending. Got a little political there. All right, so 2 or 3 left. I think 3 left. Next joke. We really need to legalize prostitution in this country, because then we can have coupons. Don't believe me? Nevada's legalized prostitution. They pay people to hand out their advertisements. How much are they making? Have you seen these guys? They in Las Vegas they have it's porn cards basically. They're about the size of a business card. Has adult performers on it. They're not the escorts. It's just porn stars that they Googled. They pass these things out quick, just do. And as long as you stand there, they'll give you as many as you want. As long as you stand there. The shuffle and deal speeds of these people are amazing. They're in Las Vegas, and their card skills are amazing. They got to be making a buck because this is the one I started falling asleep at. They're in Las Vegas, and their card skills are amazing. They got to be making a buck because they could be good dealers, and dealers make good money. The other day, I dipped a dealer $100, and it didn't get so much X. I don't know where I was going with that. I have no clue. The other day, I tipped a dealer $100. A D didn't get so much HY space X. You guys let me know what that joke was supposed to be. All right, next joke. You know what's weird? BFF is a longer commitment than marriage. Best friend forever is a longer commitment than marriage. Marriage is till death do us part, but BFF is forever. Once I die, my wife understands that I'm going to be trolling for bitches. And guess what? Kyle's going to be with me because that shit is everlasting. Next joke. Final joke. Where are we at? 15 minutes? This is perfect. So I passed a road sign with a man on a horse. I don't know what to do with this information. So that's my jokes. Sorry, bug. That isn't a true story. I passed a road sign the other day. Has a horse, man riding a horse, and I'm like, is this? I don't know what to do with that. If a man comes out on a horse, what? I don't know. Like the deer crossing signs, I get that. Like watch for deer, but this is a guy on a horse. He should be watching for cars, right? I don't know. Anyway, that's been my jokes. Next time, I think we're gonna do. I'm writing a script now. I think we're gonna start reading through that. I'm about done. Next time, it might be me. It might be me and my wife. I don't know. But thank you for listening, and until next time, keep writing. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. No, I'm not cutting that out either. I don't edit.